think we all saw the winter art challenge on TikTok, but let's be real, a lot of people are gonna fall short, and you know why? It's because they don't have the right systems in place. I'm gonna take you guys through my exact process that I do with my clients, because at the end of the day, focusing on a result doesn't get you to a result. It's about setting clear goals and creating a solid game plan that's really gonna get you there. Heading into the end of the year, towards the end of the month, I want you to view it as a triangle. This is what we call our domains of stewardship. So these are things like your finances, this is your career, this is your relationships, this is your health. For me, it's my finances, it's my career, and my health. You don't want to have any gaps in between. So when you have your 3 points, you have 3 different areas that you're struggling with, that you need to focus on, that you need to get better at. And when you create your goals, you're not sacrificing one or the other. Once you get your 3 domains, we're going to break it down into 3 separate tiers. And this is what creates success now. So if you haven't already, grab your journal. Let's write it down together. Let's go through it together. It's scientifically proven, I believe, that you're 40% more likely to accomplish a goal when you write them down. So first, you want to start with creating a goal. Not just any goal, we want to create a SMART goal. And I think we all know what a SMART goal is, right? Something that's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, or relevant and timely. And we've all heard of it. Very few people actually follow through with the structure and the foundation of a SMART goal. Why? Because it's hard. Dreaming is really darn fun. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to make more money. I want to have my dream. Like, that's all easy. Dreaming is fun. Dreaming is easy. But once you're breaking it down into your SMART goal, once you're able to go through all the tiers and game plan all the tiers, you start to realize it's going to require a lot more effort and it's going to require a lot more sacrifice. And that's not fun. But that's life. Like, that's the world that we live in. I mean, it doesn't have to be hard to achieve your goals, but it is going to require action. This is like, I feel like is one of the hardest parts, but it is, once again, your starting point. You have a goal. You have the means and how you're going to get there. You have a timeline on when it's going to happen, and it's very much realistic and it's very much achievable. That's your baseline. Once again, just creating a SMART goal for each and every point, keeping in mind of your domains. Your second tier is your projects. In order to achieve that goal, what do I have to do on a week-to-week basis to get me there? What days am I working at? What days am I filming content? If one of your goals is content creation, what is my meal prep for the week? What am I making for dinner on this night? Because I know that it's going to be a long day, so I want something quick and easy so I don't need to go reach to fast food. Like, you want to anticipate in advance what exactly your week is going to look like and prepare for that. The book called The Power to Change by Eric Rochelle, I think. And so one of the things that really stood out to me is the difference between trying and training. So the trying-based mindset is basically like having a goal without a plan and just relying on motivation to get you through. That's what we call behavior modification, and it never works. On the other hand, we want to have a training-based mindset, choosing what you want most over what you want now. Figuring out, okay, what do I want most out of my SMART goal? And then going back to your projects, your week to week. What is it going to take for me on a week-to-week basis to achieve that goal? How can I stay in that training-based mindset to be able to accomplish that goal? Projects are just your stepping stones, so you can make headway and make progress without feeling overwhelmed. Focusing on a result doesn't get you results. It just leads to overwhelm. So once you're able to break it down on a week to week, makes everything so much easier, really. And you're more prepared. And when we're prepared, we're better able to follow through. I want to highly encourage you guys to just kind of pre-plan what your week is going to look like with God. Say to him, what do you want my week to look like? Personal example out there, one of my domains is finances. And so I would constantly create my own budget based on whatever, and it never worked. I could never stick to it. And so this time around, I know that I'm not being the best steward with my finances. So God, help me create this budget. I stayed still. I listened to the Spirit. It was very much hard for me because I was like, how the heck does this have to do with God? I was taken to my Bible. I was reading on money and what that looks like to God, and overall just stewardship, which inspired my last video. From there, as I was able to be still, as I was able to game plan with God, created a budget that felt good, and him pointing out some of my character flaws, of course, because that's what makes us stronger. We were able to work on that together, and already I feel so much more confident with my money. I've been doing a lot better than I would have. So with that being said, Long story short, when you're creating any sort of your goals, your projects, create them with God. He knows you inside and out. Like, he knows your flaws, but he also knows your greatest potential. And so when you're able to do that with him, he can show you that potential, which can therefore translate to being successful. Last but not least is your third tier. This is your foundation and something I don't want you to overlook, and it's your habits. So although it can seem kind of like, what's the point? I think we've all heard or read the book Atomic Habits, and like, okay, the small accumulation leads to big change over time. And so like, yes, absolutely. But the thing that really resonates with me when it comes to habits, and that I've seen with my clients when it comes to habits, is that habits enable you and change your thinking. So when you're able to accomplish your habits, you're shifting your identity incrementally to become the type of person that it's going to take to achieve all of the above, to accomplish your projects, to accomplish your goal in general. And so every single day as you do certain things, even if it only takes 5 minutes, you're building that new identity through building trust within yourself. If you're in this cycle of trying to change and wanting to change, but not able to change and falling back into old habits and constantly disappointing yourself, like, you don't have trust within yourself. You feel like you can't do it. You don't have that confidence within yourself. And that's normal. And that's exactly what Satan wants you to think, is that you're not capable, that you're not strong. But we know through God that we are capable, that we are strong, that we are able to overcome all things. And when I mean all things, I mean your finances, I mean your binge eating, anger issues, like whatever it is that you're facing, we can overcome everything through him. And so your habits enable you to do that. You're building that trust within yourself day by day, 1% every single time. I like to create for myself, and what I like to create with my clients is a habit for every single domain of stewardship. As I continually do these habits, it's rewarding to mark them off, but I'm becoming a lot more confident within myself. When you create your habits, when you create your goals, when you create your projects, you want to remember to keep things like realistic. We don't want to set the standards super duper high. Although we know we can go to the gym 5 days per week, if you can only show up 3 days when you expect yourself to do 5, like, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. First, develop the habit of showing up. Develop the habit of saying a prayer. Develop the habit of getting some steps in. Whatever it is, like, you just build the habit of showing up first. And once you're able to get that down, then you can increase your capacity of how you show up. So just remember that. Those are our 3 tiers, okay? Your goals, your projects, your habits. I promise you, as you do all of these things that we spoke about, you will accomplish your goals. When you have the right systems, you're more capable of achieving them because you have the plan in place. That's the training versus trying mindset. The training-based mindset is being prepared. And so as you step into like this winter arc era or whatever it is, know that you're going to succeed. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys have the best week, and I will see you guys in next video. Bye.